Hey guys, I promise you I got another cigar review. I know it's been a while, but the weather here has been getting worse and worse. It rains all day, every day. Dark skies, mosquitoes everywhere, humid, nasty. Just really, really bad weather. So if I ever do smoke a cigar, in these times, it's usually indoor at my local lounge or something like that. But today it's still crap weather, but at least it's not raining and not too many bugs out. So I don't want to go too much time without doing a review. Anyway, here's the new one I've never had. This is Hoyo de Monterrey. I never had this one before. This is the Excalibur Dark Night. Came out in 2004. Made in Honduras, I believe. Yes, Honduras. Cuban Havana seed wrapper, whatever that means. It's not Cuban. Dominican filler. Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Connecticut broadleaf binder. Made in Cofradia, Honduras. Has a good draw. Has a good taste pre-light as well. I've had this for probably almost a year. I think I got this last December. It's always the most expensive lighters that work the worst. It's always the cheap lighters or the ones that you got for free. The real crappy ones that always work like you want them to, and the really expensive ones that always break down or don't work. This is Toro size, I believe. I think it's a 46. It's at least a 46. It's either 46 or 48. It might be a 48. And your standard 6 inches long. It's advertised as full body. I'll let you guys know what I think. Right away, it reminds me of another cigar. It reminds me of the Partagas, the black one, with the black and gold band. Reminds me of that. Not just aesthetically how it looks, but the flavor. It has like a distinct, like a meaty flavor, like it sounds weird, but something like maybe a steak, something like that. It's like a red meat, kind of salty. The aroma from the secondhand smoke is really, really nice. It's real woody. The smell, but the taste not so much. Real nice though. Really good draw. Double cap. Seems like they put it on pretty decently. Pretty good construction from what I see. It's smoking a lot, as you can see. I like that. So this is nearly a year old in my humidor. It's got a very nice band. Real simple, but real nice. Black and gold. Black, yellow, and gold. Nice, like a shield. It's embossed. Real nice. Well placed, as you can see. I can move it so the glue didn't seep through, so they put just the right amount. It's the first time I have a Hoyo de Monterrey. Pretty good burn. It's a little thing there, but it'll probably fix itself. If anything, I'll touch it up. It's got a nice wrapper. It's easier to make out. It's hard to explain, but it looks more like it's more obvious that it's made of leaves. You can kind of like see kind of like the whole leaf. I don't know. It's hard to explain because I've never noticed that before. But you can really, just looks like a really dark leaves. Another thing is it's got like splotches of really dark brown. It's not real uniform, the color. It's not real smooth, but that's not a bad thing. It's just an aesthetic. feature. It's real soft. For some reason, it's my box is at my humidor is at 66, but this feels like it was in something a lot more moist. It's real soft and wet. Good flavor, not too complex. I don't know about the full body. They say it's full body, but I think it's a solid medium. The smoke is pretty thick. Not bad. Getting that same, like a dark, toasty, steak, salty flavor. A tiny bit of wood, but like a dry wood that has like no distinct flavor. Not bad. Gives off a lot of smoke, as you can see. Ton of smoke. I think this goes for around $6. Not too expensive. So far so good. The smoke is kind of brownish yellowish. It's not really like a bright white or anything like that. It's got a dark hint to it. It's pretty like a gritty feel to it, and the veins pop out a lot. It's not real smooth, but again, it's just an aesthetic. But aside from that, the construction looks pretty decent, pretty solid. Nothing to complain about so far. It smells a lot better than it tastes. The secondhand smoke is real nice smelling. It's real aromatic. But what I'm getting from the bud isn't very. It's got real dark tobacco, as you can see. But it's not very complex. It's not bad. It's just not that complex. But for a $6 cigar, I wasn't expecting that much. So far so good. Nothing's changed. If it stays like this at the end, then it's I guess I'll be somewhat satisfied, but maybe not so pleased. I mean, it's not so great. So far there's nothing special about it, to be honest. It's definitely not bad. Not getting any harsh taste or residue. It's not bitter, it's not sour anyway. But that's just not very, it doesn't have a lot going for it. And at least to me, it's definitely not full body. It says here Jose on the side. And Yener, whatever that means. Maybe it's short for general, I don't know. It's got a nice band. Dark Knight, Excalibur. One thing I like about it is, aside from the aesthetics, the band is how much smoke it gives. I like when it gives off a lot of thick smoke. It's not bad. The smoke itself is a little bit hot. Not too bad, doesn't burn the throat or anything, but definitely not cool smoke. I had a cigar yesterday that had real nice, cool smoke. I really like that, but it's rare. So far it's not a bad cigar, but I can't give it more than so far. Real early, but from what I've gotten so far, I would give it nothing more than a 5. 10 being the perfect cigar, 1 being disgusting, 5 being 50-50 chance of me smoking it again or not. Pretty much the only, so far, again, it's early, but the only way I'll smoke this again, just because there's so many cigars I haven't tried and so many cigars that I do like, and there's only so much time. I would only smoke this again maybe if it was free and there was nothing else and someone just gave it to me as a gift. As to not insult them, I would smoke it, but I wouldn't go looking for this or buy a box. It just gives off a lot of smoke, like it's alive. A lot of smoke. It won't stop from both ends. It's a good thing. Might be a problem if you smoke inside though without ventilation, but not bad. Alright, around 12 minutes. Subtract a minute from lighting it, so probably 11 minutes in, and this is where I'm at. Not so straight burnt line, but not a big deal. If anything, that was me for not taking my time. But fairly decent. I mean, nothing crazy, nothing really bad, nothing that's gonna affect it any, you know, that much. If anything, it'll fix itself, or I'll touch it up a bit. But that's well over an inch in only 11 minutes, so it'll probably smoke pretty quickly. Taking about 3 to 5 draws a minute, give or take. I think I'll end it here and do a part 2, just because I can kind of tell that nothing's really changing. So instead of just dragging on the video, making it longer, I'll just do a part 2, maybe a little bit longer than this, so I can wrap up, tell you guys what changed, if anything did. But I'll try to include the last bits of the second third and the beginnings of the last third. That way I can get all 3 in there. Alright guys.